Hi! I know this video is a bit different to what I normally produce, but like a lot of other people, I bought a Rigol DS1054Z oscilloscope based on David Jones' review of it. I don't want to spoil the fun already, but due to a couple of ridiculous design choices made by Rigol, my old 2-channel black and white GW Instax scope will remain my go-to oscilloscope for everyday use. The first problem is with the oscilloscope probes. The cables are really stiff and rigid, and I don't know why. You really don't need that when you're probing around a circuit. This is compared to oscilloscope probes that I bought off of eBay. The second problem is with the colors on the screen. There are 2 blue channels. It's particularly annoying because the 2 blues are so similar. What's wrong with red or green, for example? Next problem, the scope is really sluggish when you have 4 channels showing at the same time. In fact, it's so slow that when you actually finished rotating the knob for the horizontal position, the screen hasn't updated yet. So you really don't know how much you have moved the trace, which makes signal positioning trial and error. Turn and update. Turn and update. And fine adjust. Oh, this is just... it's painful. Jeez. Next, the fan noise. Normally on a scope, you press the channel button once and the trace will be on, and you press it again and it will be off. But on the Rigol, if the channel you want to switch off is not the currently selected one, you have to first select it by pressing the button and then pressing the button again to switch it off. So sometimes you have to press it once and sometimes you have to press it twice. And this is really not useful when you're buried in a big circuit and you have all the probes and you're trying to hold the probes, and then you just have to do some quick adjustment on the oscilloscope. You want the scope to be a tool and you just go there, you press the button, you know what happened, and you can concentrate on your debugging. Not trying to remember, have I pushed this button before or haven't I pushed this button before? So Rigol, there's got to be a better way to do this. There is one button that you use all the time on this scope and it just doesn't work. And the button is the rotary switch on top that you use to select the menu items with. Here I'm trying to select the FFT function. Just the slightest rotation of your hand when you press the button will result in you selecting the wrong menu item. This rotary encoder has no click stops. Why? It makes the scope completely useless as it is. The problem happens over and over and over again. I guess in my case maybe 1 out of 10, but even that is too unusable. You want to have a scope that just works. Trying to select something and it doesn't work because the button has no click stop makes the whole thing really unusable and is a constant source of annoyance. Rigol, you have to fix this.